Welcome to Tweed Talks. With your host, Pedro and Crystal Tweed. Guest, Shonie Carter. Tweed Talks starts now.
Hello. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Look who's here. Look who's back.
That's something. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, that's
So
something.
I just heard from Shonie. He's running back home and his phone kind of was in 10%. So he's getting home and he said giving a little time. So we're going to have to talk for a little bit.
What?
Yes.
Ad lib?
Ad lib.
No,
You
no,
know,
we don't
I'm
ad lib.
natural when it comes to ad lib. So you may have noticed that we are wearing the same shirt.
Sup. Who's in the comments?
D.
Made a cup of coffee.
She just sent me a message that said she may not make it tonight because she was very tired.
D, I'm tired too, but you know what?
That seems to be the
Someone
case.
does not like giving me the day off.
That seems to be the case. We are working, tired, running here to there.
I had such an amazing day today.
Really?
I did.
Tell me about it.
You know, I haven't seen you since about 7:30 this morning.
Okay. Yeah, because we are like two ships
Two ships in the night.
passing in the night. Yes.
Passing in the night. Yes. Okay. So I went to work.
Mhm.
You know, today was a deadline day. We're getting the paper ready for tomorrow, and
Right.
just a lot of stuff going on. And also, hey Eddie Boone. Also, we're trying to get the sports guide together for the winter sports,
Mhm.
like we did in the fall. And
Right.
so one of the Tri-Valley parents, Nicole Richardson. Hi, shout out to Nicole Richardson. She actually works in the Grahamsville Library, and she also has kids in the Tri-Valley School District.
Oh, okay.
She really keeps me, well, I have stuff that's going on, that I
Mhm.
know about already in the office, but she posted today.
Yes.
Winter team photos are today.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. So
you-
we have
you
to
went
try
over
to,
there?
yeah, I ended up going to Tri-Valley, and I tried to get someone else to go because I also had a basketball game to cover in Fallsburg.
Mm-hmm.
Nuts. So I ended up going to Tri-Valley, grabbed a couple team photos, and then went straight to Fallsburg, which I didn't realize how close Fallsburg and Tri-Valley were.
Okay.
22 minutes maybe.
Oh, okay. That's not bad, right?
Now, mind you, it took me an hour to get to Tri-Valley from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which way did you
that's
go?
a schlep. Whatever way the GPS told me.
Oh. Okay.
I don't mess around when I'm in the backwoods.
That works out.
So the basketball game
Was
was
it?
awesome.
Mm.
And it just brought back so many memories. I was
Who
like,
won?
man, Fallsburg won.
Hey.
Night 7. Hey, what's up, D? Keep up the amazing work. Love to see you guys do your thing. Yeah, stick around.
Yes,
It's gonna be a
stick
bumpy
around.
ride.
It's gonna be
like literally a bumpy ride.
I gotta tell you, the guest that we had on today. I mean, we had conversation with him several times.
He is
He
crazy
has so many stories.
ball of energy.
So many stories.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
one word to you guys.
Yeah.
Bear. Anyway, so it was a really
You
great.
understand what that means?
It was a
later.
really great game today,
Mhm.
and it was Fallsburg boys against Tuxedo.
Mhm.
Man, this game was so amazing. Like Fallsburg really just like brought it,
Mhm.
and I can't wait to write the story.
Yeah.
I was, making notes when I was at the game, taking photos, and the energy in that gym
Mhm.
from the crowd.
I love that. I love that. It used to be like, well, I guess it's still kind of, like that in gymnastics. We have a girl, Haley, that she likes to say, come on, she likes that energy. She works better under that energy,
Yeah.
And I showed the girls a video.
I have to take my gum out.
I showed the oh I showed the girls a video of former gymnasts and how they worked out and how the energy works. Like if you have that energy, even if it's something that you just close to getting, then you get it. Yeah, Dwayne.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Dwayne, I have to talk to him because last time that I saw him, he said he was working on a script, and I wrote a little something for him for the next thing that he's doing, the bets.
I am just tagging some folks, you guys, so I'm not ignoring you, I promise.
So anyway, yesterday we went to see an amazing artist, and all I could tell you is that we're gonna have her on the show again. She's been on the show before, but not with her music. But all I'm gonna tell you is that, I'm very proud of her. I just, we went to see her, and she performed all her own music,
Well, she did a few covers.
Yeah, at the end, she did 2 covers at the end.
Yeah.
But so proud.
On a Sunday night at 7 p.m.
I got to tell you that all my gymnasts, and this is not just to, even if they didn't go to the Olympics, the talent that they have, it is unbelievable. And that's why I said that we're going to have, we're going to do a feature where they coming on, and they're going to come on and, talk about what they're doing now, which is similar to what you're doing, your column. That's going to be fun.
Who else is doing your column? Kenitha! So I just tagged her.
Oh.
Because, when we talked to Kenitha, she talked about how she's from Fallsburg.
Uh-huh.
And she was at the game.
Oh, she was at the game.
And she felt just as energized as I did. And she said she just wanted to get back on the court.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, likewise.
Did she play?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Kenitha, let me find out you was a baller. Point guard? So I ran into her. I ran into Rashad Kirk, who I went to school with in Liberty before I became a Panther.
Mm-hmm.
She was a cheerleader. Okay.
How come I didn't see you? Because most cheerleaders come to me for tumbling.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
How come you don't have any pictures of the cheerleaders?
Oh, because they were my gymnasts too.
Well, it was great. They have so many cheerleaders, which I'm happy to see.
Yeah.
And I went to Tri-Valley first to take photos, and they have 2 different cheer squads. They have a sideline cheer squad, and then one that travels. The competition rather. Yeah. And I just think that's great. To have so many kids that are involved in sports and things like that.
I need to see every kid involved in something.
In something.
And if they, first of all, sports kind of help you.
Yeah.
It helps you. It helps you with other skill.
Oh yeah.
It kind of your brain. You miss the energy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that. And we used to have a day that the kids, we would be getting new skills. And when they were getting those skills, it was usually we happening on Friday. So then every time they were getting a new skill, whether it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we just go, it's Friday.
Yeah.
And we went around yelling like that. And, because the kids, when they get a new skills and they master it, I used to act like a maniac. I would run around the room and say,
Yabba dabba do.
"Yeah, but do." Like
I
Preston song, I
I
run
think
around.
you have to.
Bring that back
No, I think you need to.
because they don't know who
They don't know who
they don't
Fred
know who that
Flintstone is.
So,
So you have to find a different cartoon.
so yeah, that I try to stay up with the new thing, and I try to use the language that they currently using because I think it's hysterical now if I say something like first of all, that new language that they're using, like she's cooking.
Oh gosh, yeah, okay.
I've been using that for years, and then all
We
of a
have.
sudden say, yeah,
We have.
it's a new thing. I said
Like
what?
when they try to do, when they're almost
Yeah.
getting a skill.
When-
Oh, it's cooking. It's cooking.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been saying that for quite some time.
Say that we got a free call from California.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. And
Stop calling me on the phone. Don't call me. Send me a text. I was talking about that today because they were saying, experts are saying, don't put the phone so close to your ear. And usually when I talk on the phone, I have it, on speaker. But I'm just like, who is making phone calls anymore? Send me a text. Send me an email, unless it's going to be like an extremely long conversation.
Wow. Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah, she said tall.
That's what he told me, and it was so funny. He's like, yeah, Kenita was like, well, he said Bunky. He's like, Bunky was over there like, who's that tall lady taking pictures?
Oh, you see, I like to talk to people too.
I'd rather a call.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that.
Yep.
I think maybe like a mix of a couple of different generations, but I think I want the text more because there's so much going on, and I just send me a text and let's get it over with. But I know the importance of making a phone call, obviously, because
Okay,
the business that I'm in now.
I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I do. And it's not because I'm old school. The reason for that is
this is what happens when you make your kids happy, you guys.
the reason why I feel that way is because you see how we are talking, there's a vibration to it. Okay. When you send a text, I remember a parent getting mad at another parent because she read the text, but she read it with her energy.
Sure.
Yeah. And text don't have a tone.
Text have whatever tone
you put into it.
Yeah.
But if you're talking to someone, you could feel the vibration and the energy, and then yes, oh my heart.
I can feel his.
I used to have 2 hearts, but she stole one. Another thing that people say now, simp. What is that?
I've heard it, but I don't really know what it means.
This thing with a label,
Yeah.
There's a label for everything now. Like if you treat your woman well, I saw my brother post something today about how if you listen to love song or something like that, that if somebody writes a love song for the lady, they're afraid to do that because they be considered a simp. I thought that treating your woman right was a good thing.
What's a simp? How does it translate?
Somebody, love you, and somebody. I don't really fully understand that.
Right.
This is a new thing that people are using, and sometimes all things are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes all things are good, and the way that.
Hey, Angelica, Eddie, you're so right. You're so right. And with that, let me just say also with texting, I find myself having to delete and then retype it or use a different word, because if you use certain words like in the beginning of a sentence, like I can't even think of a word right now, but if you use certain words in the beginning of a sentence and the word is kind of blunt, it doesn't sound right in the text. So you guys, I know all this stuff, but listen, I'm a writer. I know how to write words.
Hi, Angelica. That's a nice picture. Hey, this is a new thing on StreamYard. Before we only saw the name, we didn't see the picture.
Oh, right.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. It was nice seeing you are urban.
Eddie B.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you notice, we're stretching a little bit because he was on his way home and he's having trouble with his phone. But he just called me just about 15 minutes ago. He said he'll be home by 15 minutes.
Cool.
He's gonna use his son.
I hate it when you get the sensation where you have to sneeze.
Yeah.
I've been feeling that for the last 10 minutes.
Really?
And it's driving me nuts.
Oh, wow.
What's on the shirt? Callie Seastrand, another Fallsburg graduate, Kenitha, but she's much younger than us. She, Callie is she in her 30s? You don't know. Sometimes it's just a blur.
No, you know what's funny is that I look back at the pictures now of my teams just to remember who was with who. So I get an idea of the age.
But it still gets
she's gotta be, yeah, she's still gotta be, because sometimes a kid is coming in while others are leaving at that time, but they were in the same team.
Yeah.
It was very interesting this afternoon. Okay. Excuse me for a second.
Sure.
Oh, never mind. That was Laura.
Yeah. Hey, glad to be here. Hi, Kay. Hi.
Hey, Kay.
Watching from YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah. As you know, we're waiting for
Shonie to come in. Shonie is a self-proclaimed. He is his self-proclaimed best dancer. That's probably
really? And
probably what he says.
I should have brought those pictures up, but I didn't put them up.
Oh.
Yeah. He's the best dancer, huh?
No, I said he's his self-proclaimed best dancer because
That's what he said.
He cuts a rug.
Yeah.
If I could use some old school slang.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with him, and you know, it's been a long time since I met him in person. We had some great conversation. He has so many stories that got to be put out there. They're making a documentary. Yeah. On him, and I've seen other things, like mini documentaries on him already, but they're making a documentary. Documentaries are the things.
When Shonie comes to an event, he brings a suitcase with his championship belts.
Yes.
Just for his belt.
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
So documentaries. Yes, you're talking about documentaries. Documentaries. I love a good documentary. Like I can watch it. Watch documentaries all the time, and it doesn't really matter what genre. It could be, music related. It could be about a serial killer. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
But you know what documentaries are doing now? Like, let's say there was a standard and you knew this happened, blah, 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 blah. And then they do a documentary, and now it's changing people perception and people, it's the public opinion now. Like the Menendez brother, for example, right? Now there's a whole thing about getting them out. Yeah. And then they had, when what's his name? I Believe I Could Fly. Really? And they did a documentary. So what happened? Now, so documentary could either break you or break you free.
But we're still going to use the word break.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see.
Local folks, if you keep an eye on my page, you will see me post a lot of different sports stories. Folks that are out of town, I usually post the link so you can read the story online. But it's very exciting because for a couple of weeks, sports were kind of slow because things were winding down, and there weren't a lot of things going on. But buck hunting is really big in this area. So we had lots of bucks we shared in the paper. One guy sent us in a photo of him in a bear. Crazy. So if you guys are interested in reading about local sports, go to my page and click on the link.
Online too, right?
Shonie is a good friend. He is hilarious. He's hilarious.
Oh, we laugh with him.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine?
He should have
if he had his own show.
Yeah, because he had. Every time I see him, he used to be like once a year. but every time then we going to 2 times a year. But every time I see him, he has stories after stories after story. We were talking on the phone when we were getting this together. We were talking about for at least 45 minutes straight, and talking about what we were going to discuss today. So that was very, and there's so many stories that we heard before, And again, we're going to say bear. Bear with us while we wait.
Very nice. Bear with us. Very nice. I like that little.
And then remind us that we got to bring that story up. Now, I'm going to show you some pictures while we're waiting. Okay.
Okay.
So we were talking about how he packed all his medals when he comes to
his belts.
His belt, yeah.
Yeah, belt. Don't get it twisted.
There you go.
He has more than that.
Yeah.
And can you imagine the weight of the suitcase?
Oh no, he said he was heavy. He needs help.
He better get one with wheels on it or something.
Yeah.
He probably does by now.
Yeah. Yep. I think he does. And this is who we saw yesterday.
Callie. That is Callie Seastrand, as I mentioned before. She's a graduate of Fallsburg.
Yeah.
And we have so much local talent in this area.
We saw her last night. And I think I'm going to bring this story up because it was funny. So I heard Johnny Carson one time tell a story about he went into the bathroom.
Oh my God.
He went into the bathroom.
This is so...
Bear with me. He went into the bathroom and then he was standing by the urinal. And he's going to the bathroom. And a guy came in and went, "Hey, aren't you Johnny Carson?" And turned towards him. So you could imagine what happened there. So you could imagine what happened.
Wait, did you get peed on yesterday?
No, now you just told the story. So yesterday, I went into the bathroom and someone recognized me and decided that he's going to talk to me and say, "Hey, I could do your push-up now."
Was he right next to you?
Like he was right next to me in the urinal.
You guys, let me tell you.
It's separated.
But I heard the entire conversation from outside the bathroom. Just saying.
So anyway, that happened, and then I come out. Now I was going to tell you what happened, but then my wife jumped.
Because you didn't tell me that part. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you got wet up or something.
So when I went out, I looked at my wife, and my wife is shaking her head like this. I said, "Wait, did you hear that?" Sure enough, I heard the whole conversation.
All I heard him talking was, like, "Oh yeah, can you still do that push-up?"
Yeah. So I said, "Yeah."
Oh, and they're having this whole conversation about some type of workout or whatever.
Yeah, he said, "Do you still do sit-ups?" He was asking.
That is so weird.
I gotta tell you that sometimes when the guys grow up, I don't recognize them.
Right.
So I wanted to, "Who are you?" But I wanted to, probably watching the show now going, "Oh my." Anyway.
You just wanted to wrap up the situation.
It was funny. It was funny. It reminded me one time we were on set. And I probably shouldn't, no, I'm not going to mention anything. But we were on set doing this movie. And we were outside. And this guy was going to the bathroom. And the noises were loud.
Oh, we weren't outside. We were in the hallway. I'm like, who was going to the bathroom?
Outside. We were outside from the bathroom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And that sounded so loud, and this guy didn't know that everybody could hear.
I feel like I can remember the exact moment.
Nicole Senior was in that movie.
She was there with us?
That was the first time that we worked with her in the movie. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was the first time I met her.
That you met her? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's laughing. Yeah, so that was like the end to the night, which was so much fun. So let me just say this for local folks and probably, people that are elsewhere as well. If you want to find something to do, you will find something to do.
Yeah, because we don't like when people say, "Oh, there's nothing to do."
Yeah.
It just means that you're not looking. Because there was actually two events. I missed one of my friends' event because I went to another one of my friends. There was a dance, a Christmas type of thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
at the theater
And I
in
forgot
Williamsville.
I forgot that it was going on around the same time. So for people that say there's nothing to do,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it is awkward. Yeah. Well, at least people remember.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Push up. I could do your push up now.
What was I just want to see what your face looked like. Like,
I just keep a straight face. Yeah. I just
except for that one day you were smiling on set and Charles told you don't smile.
because my mom gave me these high cheekbones, and then when we were shooting a real serious scene where I was supposed to be shooting these people, so I'm behind the window and I'm like this, and the, the director comes over and said, "You're not supposed to be smiling." I said, "Was I smiling? No, I was serious."
It just looks like you're smiling.
I would do that movie over again.
Dwayne's asking, have you guys seen any of the drones outside? What? What drones? Look out! Open the shade.
Open the shade.
That's no. I was just kidding.
No,
I haven't
Dwayne.
seen any drones anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you seeing drones?
Well, he's in Brooklyn.
Oh. Are you sending drones up here?
Maybe. we could use the drones to film. I think we used it last time. Not us.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
No.
Oh, okay. You mean on Charles's film?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think he's we used it there.
Mm-hmm. So, are you excited about competitions this week?
Competition starting this weekend. I
starting off with a bang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited. And at the same time, I want the kids to do really well.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter whether they win or not. I know that we post sometimes. Like they win, but the important thing is that if you do better than you did before,
yeah,
that's the important thing. Because if you're moving forward, let's say that you're sitting down and you're being hurt for a while, like you told her. Then all of a sudden you get up and you take one step.
Mm-hmm.
If you couldn't take one step before, that one step is gigantic, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think, like when I'm teaching, okay, mm-hmm. Let me see what's going on with our guests. Hello?
Anyway, so yes, we start competitions this weekend. Both our boys and our girls teams are competing. The girls compete.
It's on your
oh my gosh, where? Oh, right in Florida, New York, which is maybe 45 minutes away. And then our boys are going all the way out to Plainview, Long Island. So we have both squads competing this weekend, and we are extremely excited. On the news, they have been appearing around New Jersey. Okay, so no, we're upstate New York, so we have not seen any drones in the country per se. Yeah, I can't say that I've seen any. So tell us what's up with the next production. Are you doing any editing? Or do you have a project that you're working on? It's always something when you're in this business, of acting or directing or, filmmaking. Something is always going on. You're either in the editing process, which could take 9 months or more, or quicker if you got it like that, or you're always writing something like a screenplay. So I'm always excited to find out what other people are working on and all that good stuff. I think Pedro is talking to either Shonie or his girlfriend to see if we can get them on. If not, we'll do what we do, you guys, and we'll just talk to you until we don't have anything else to say, which is probably never. So anyway, if you guys did something interesting this weekend, put it right in the comments. Like we said before, we went out, saw some live music. Callie C. Strand dropped a new album. We have our first one, and this is some merch that we got. Remind Me to Forget is the name of the album, and it's supposed to drop on January 1st, which is a perfect time for a new album release, right on the first day of the new year. So we're very excited about that, and it'll be released on every streaming platform for music. Okay, we just finished post-production with Kayla. Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw her pop in a little while ago. And hopefully we'll be contacting you soon about the sequel to... Cool. I like to hear that. Constantly working, constantly moving. Okay, so whoever's on, drop in the comments what you did this weekend. Drop it right in the comments. We went to see live music, which you guys already know. There we go. Dwayne, when will we get to see the show? That's so exciting. Do you guys shoot by the season? I know when Pedro came home, he was very excited, and he was talking about how he taught Kay a cartwheel or something like that on set. And I think that's probably why he rides around with a gymnastics mat in the back of the car, so he can teach random people cartwheels in the street. He said he should do that, and we should do like a series and just walk up to people in the street and ask them if they want to do a cartwheel. But I don't know about that. So if you guys were not here at the beginning of the show, we were just doing a recap of the weekend and a recap of the night. I went to a high school basketball game that I covered for work, and it had been a while since I'd been to one, and it was really exciting. The one team that I went to cover, Fallsburg, shout out to Fallsburg Comets. It was a great game, and they blew the other squad out, which was really, it was really just a great back and forth. But you know what it is when you have one team that's more dominant, you know, the game becomes like a little bit one. It was really great. It will be on Amazon Prime. Cool.
And could you send?
The show will be dropping hopefully around Christmas, and we would love to have you on it. Oh, I would love to be on. I would love to be on.
Send a link to Shonie Karen at Yahoo.com. Shonie Karen, Yahoo.com. And okay, so we almost there, people. So we just sent a link. I don't know if anyone knows how to work in the iPhone. I think we had somebody with an iPhone before. StreamYard.
Okay.
Because it's different. It's Safari or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot how they did it. How they got.
I don't know. Pedro taught a great cartwheel. I love the little cartwheel emoji. So no, we were talking about the show because I'm interested in seeing.
Oh yeah.
The talk show.
Well, we're gonna have our own on our show.
Yes.
So we could talk about it. Yeah.
And I told him how we drive around with a gymnastics mat.
With gymnastics mat. Oh, so you talked about that?
Yeah.
You know who gave me that idea?
Who gave you that idea?
They did.
Okay. When you went to the show, you might have mentioned this.
Yeah, because the reason. So she was joking around.
Yeah.
And she said, so what are you going around teaching career? And then I said, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go at the mall and ask people, have a sign saying, you want to learn cowboy in 5 minutes? Yeah.
I don't know about that.
So
that would be funny, and we should put Pedro in a booth or whatever, and just put a sign in, learn a cartwheel in 5 minutes.
It was her.
Oh, I did notice I like the bubble gum. That's cute.
She did a great cartwheel. So why would
awesome.
Yeah.
Do we have a clip of Shonie fighting?
Sure we do. So
then let's show it.
Now while he's getting together, let me see if I could play that while we're waiting. Okay.
That's got to be it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what he's known for. Okay.
Yeah, Sarah's has a good call. He's still not able to get up.
So there you go. Spinning backfist.
I remember when we were dating, when Pedro and I were dating, you guys. This is a really cute story. I have always been involved in sports. Loved the martial arts. Tried to teach myself from books that I took out of the library. That's and we Saturday morning kung fu flicks. Everybody that grew up in the 80s probably watched them, and so I always loved to watch kung fu and martial arts. So when we were dating, you were really heavy into the UFC. And I'm talking about UFC like one. UFC number one.
Number one.
And we just binge watched one day when we were hanging out, having some lunch. And
I was training.
It was the most romantic thing ever, watching the UFC with my new boo. And from then on, now he's taking me to all these martial arts conventions and things like that, which, by the way, is how we met our guest tonight, Mr. International, Shonie Carter. Let's bring him in.
Hi.
Hello.
Laura's putting the belts up high. Put the belts up, get them all up there.
We're working. We were trying to create the set.
Yeah, there you go. We got a comment already, Shonie.
I'm going to change the background.
Okay. That's fine.
Look at that.
We got a comment already. This is Dwayne. Backfist was solid. We just showed your clip.
Oh, well, thank you, Dwayne. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And Dwayne is a filmmaker.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he likes to do a lot of action films.
He likes to do action film. He's action
waiting. I'm ready to throw a spinning back fist and a suplex in an action film.
You want to do a spinning back fist and a suplex in an action film. You heard it. You heard it here.
At the same time.
Okay. At the same time.
Exactly.
People think he's kidding, but
no, I'm not. I'm very serious.
No, I know you're
serious. All. A side kick to a spinning back fist, then after they slumped over from the side kick, then from the back fist, then I hit him with a suplex. And Speedos.
There you go.
There we go, right there.
There you go.
With the gratuitous Jägermeister endorsement.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So you're looking mighty fit. Your girl must be taking care of you.
Oh my God.
Like we do.
Yes, she does. Can I be honest? She's right here doing the belt stuff.
We can see her.
Yeah,
she has broken all types of horizons, all types of levels. from
Yeah.
the serious to the most comedic. Like she was on a impromptu and independent film that I just get called to do. Serious side, one day we were riding the northbound CTA bus from Midway Airport, and it never made the news, but I actually rescued a woman from getting kidnapped off of a bus from
Right.
black guy. There was a young Latina, and I got hit with I got pistol whipped. Of course, I went and as I was getting up, Laura shoved the guy off of me, not even taking a moment to even think about a gun, and I kicked the guys off the bus. The girl I managed to keep her on the bus, and this young lady's like, "But they got my phone." I'm like, "Shut up." I just saved your life.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So Laura has done. I mean, she's made me breakfast in bed, which I hate to say it. She actually she checkmated mom because she's done it like twice. But I know.
We're gonna delete that part out.
My mom didn't hear that. So let's see. She's been to the Hall of Fames and y'all met. I just got returned from Romania. This was her first trip overseas, and took her to Romania. She did not get kidnapped.
Because we were with her.
Yeah, and I took her to the World Championships and Pancration Gladiator fighting. Wow,
did you fight there, or were you a spectator?
At first, I was a referee.
Okay.
Then there was a moment when they was going to let me compete because the American heavyweight decided not to compete. And the Pancration U.S. president himself, he was like, "Shonie, we have an idea." I'm like, "What's up? Talk to me. I'm all in." And they said, "Well, we don't have a heavyweight." So, "Yes, you do. I weigh 224 pounds.
Like, I'm ready.
I'm like, he said, "Have you been training? Let's not discuss that. I'm already." I said, "At the World Championships, I'm going all in, coach." I said, "So don't think I won't jump in." They said, "Well, we'll discuss it first with the other guys." I'm like, "Y'all are tripping. Don't come to me with a potential fight on a moment's notice like I'm used to doing anyway, and then tell me, no, we good." Then the guy didn't even compete. I was like, ugh. And they were giving out really nice, them big ass giant gold medals about that big, the ones you want to walk around all week.
I wanted the medal. He's like, I want the medal.
That's all I wanted was the damn medal. I didn't care. So I'm trying to get him to come to the Alan Goldberg's event. Well, and he wants me to do ranking certifications and pancration as well.
Okay.
But yeah, Laura has been going through a lot. I mean, wow. Between my other my youngest daughter, her baby mama drama with me. I mean, all the good and bad. It's been crazy.
Well, I think it's important to have someone that's supportive.
Man, you two are amazing. And Lord, I don't know. That was a class I missed. So I'm just trying to be on my bestest behavior. Like, I don't wear Speedos all the time anymore. And,
Okay.
No, well, because I was on that the grandfather juice, the tough grandpa juice,
right?
Supplements, and I was trying to be a personal trainer. I'm a personal trainer. I was a personal training manager. LA Fitness bought out Export, and I didn't want to do all that extra traveling, so I'm now a trainer. So I run by my own playbook, and I
was going to say, what type of training do you do?
I try to do it all because how when you have an employee, and it's your business, but then you hire me, and then all of a sudden I got like a grappling mat in your corporate LA Fitness Health Club. I've got pictures of me and my, in the gym. I had like my title belts. I take them home with me because I ain't trusting nobody with my belts. And literally, I've got like a setup. I rearranged a personal training area. Sometimes I actually wear my LA Fitness shirt, but today was my Marine Corps black polo T-shirt.
Uh-huh.
Are they accepting of you bringing like different things in there?
Well, because there's only 2 trainers in my gym, the other muscular black guy and me. And
Oh, okay.
so we're like a commodity, and
Okay.
he does weights. You know, he does the weightlifting.
Okay.
Well, when people ask me, so well, what do you do? I go blah 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 blah. I have 20 martial arts I can teach you, 7 black belts, and MMA, and then I want to weightlift. I'm like, okay, I used to teach for Arnold Schwarzenegger. And they go, what? I'm trying to teach Olympic lifting to women, you know, and then all you ladies, you know, how y'all want the I call it the Lucky Charms of fitness. There's 4 of them. Buckle up, Pedro. Watch this. I'm about to hit the Lucky Charms of fitness. You ready? The love arrow, the horseshoe, the teardrop, and a question mark.
Huh.
Now, Pedro, you want to know what that is?
I listen.
I want to know what it is.
Right.
I want
That you know that V right there, that love arrow.
Yes.
Love to have one, and we love to see you with it. Right.
I gotta get that.
Yeah. The horseshoe.
The horseshoe.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a little horseshoe.
Yeah.
That's all I try to give y'all. Little bitty horseshoes, not Clydesdales, like Shetland ponies. You know, little horseshoes. And then the teardrop right above your kneecap.
Okay.
Yes.
That's called the vastus medialis. Okay. All right. And the horseshoe is the tricep extendus, tricep longus. All right. And then that abdominis erectus with the that arrow. And then the 4th one is a capital P. Posterior.
Yeah, that's that. You know, I read it.
No explanation needed.
Yeah.
No explanation needed.
Right. And that's all I isolate my workouts around with women. Well, this one woman today, she wanted boxing. And so she said, well, how good are you in boxing? I said, well, use Google. And she was like, well, because I can't, if I start talking, I'm bragging.
Yeah.
If I use Google, I'm informing you.
Right.
So when she saw me, she was like, you're in Wikipedia? I'm like, yeah. And so people know me. But
see, that's where I need to get. That's the level I need to get.
Right. Well, the thing is I tell people, says, I've had world titles. You want your world title. I want to help you get to your world title.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
As a coach, I hold you accountable to TTP, trusting the process. I use no Avenger audition workouts. Nothing is fancy. Literally.
Right.
Squats, lunges, leg raises, tricep extensions, bicep curls, and if you want to box, I'm gonna have you box. I had to jump rope for 2 2-minute rounds, and then a little bit of ab work with the leg raises and the sit-ups. I don't like crunches because it creates cervical pressure on the spine. For all the way up, all the way down, and then we went to boxing. And then she said, I want to try kickboxing. Front kick, back kick, side kick, roundhouse. She bought training after, they get the free session with LA Fitness.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the first free session. She bought 8 sessions because she was like, it was like, oh, you really, I said, yeah, basic. Everybody gets a fundamental explanation of workout. And what I do, incorporating, I'll do your anatomical measurements from neck to calf.
Right.
Left leg, both arms, both legs, both calves. Midsection, chest, everything. The waist to hip ratio, the diameter of your waist is divided by the diameter of your hips. I do a body composition evaluation, pounds and fat, pounds and muscle. I divide the lean body mass by separating the fat pounds from the actual body weight. So that's the body without fat, which is death. And so I divide that number by 5. That tells you how many grams of protein you need. I calculate a percentage of the pounds and body fat that I discover. I subtract those pounds and fat from the actual body weight current. That gives me the ideal goal weight, and then I take the original body fat percentage and multiply it as a whole number by the initial desired fat loss percentage. I take the product of those two numbers and subtract it from the original body fat percentage. That's the new body fat percentage. And literally, when I finished her numbers, she weighed 181 at 20. She was like 5'10".
Okay.
181 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I calculated 25%. It was 41 pounds of body fat. 40 or 41. It was less than that. I think 35. Anyway, I'm going from memory from driving. So when I calculated a 35% fat loss, and then I subtracted that fat loss pounds from her original body weight, it was 165 pounds at 14.5% body fat. And she was like, "That's what I want to weigh. How did you do that?" I said, "What do you do for a living?" She says, "Oh, I'm a registered nurse."
Oh.
She was like, because she was like, "How are you going to do this?" I said, "Through the glycolysis cycle and the ATP process." And she was like, "You know that?" I'm like, "I've been doing this 39 years. No one ever listens to me till I get a first responder, a medical profession." And
that's pretty amazing, Shonie. Because I do believe when you treat the person, like one person
The whole
at a
body,
time,
yeah.
the whole body,
Holistic.
and not try to group everyone into, because
I hate it. Yeah, I love doing it. I love doing it like that too, because it should be personal. It should be real.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
I do make this stipulation with everybody I do this to. Let's say when I come to the Goldberg thing and I bring my scale and my body fat tester. I say, "Don't freak out. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you all what we did. I'm going to give you both one. I'm going to say, I got one mandatory rule. You must take a picture of the piece of paper that I give you, because pieces of paper get lost. Or the dog eats it. You know, like how we say to kids, the dog
ate my homework.
Yeah.
Right? So I then do that where you take the picture, and it's a one sheet. It's all fits on one sheet. I calculate zone 3, which maximizes the glycolysis cycle, the fat burning, muscle building process simultaneously. I calculate how many grams of protein from the lean body mass, divide by 5 grams of protein servings, suggested, because I'm not a registered dietitian.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I tell you, this many grams of protein. You need the branch chain amino acids, isoleucine, leucine, and valine. I talked about the L-glutamine to repair the muscle fascia, apomesum, paramesum, sarcolemma, mitochondria, 75% phospholipids, 22% cholesterol, 3% water capillaries. Yeah, I go that deep. And then the L-arginine, which is a hemodilator, vasodilator, increases blood flow, increases ATP process, reduces lactic acid production, and increases endurance, because oxygenated red blood cells feed into the muscles a lot faster. L-carnitine is a naturally occurring amino acid that transfers stored body fat across the mitochondrial membrane in the red blood cell, splitting up sugar molecule, primary food source, thin stored fat.
Did she understand all that?
Anybody get all that?
No, but I appreciate when someone is that deep into their expertise, that they know it, so they can teach the person exactly what's expected, exactly what they want out of them. And it's a relationship that you build. You just
It's so much fun. I mean, other than like the punching and kicking and the grappling, choking, throwing stuff that people know that I do. And it's, to me, I get to give you a route to your world championship.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why I spend all that time on a treadmill? Real talk, funny. So, have you both ever heard of the term running your ass off?
Yeah.
Did you know that's real?
Yes.
Your glutes shrink with jogging.
Yes.
And so I tell people, I'm like, don't jog. I said, you don't see little booties on volleyball players. They do jump squats.
My wife called it a yoga sport.
Right. You're a gymnast coach, and they don't need to run 10 miles. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
Right.
This is when I met you.
Oh my God, I got that picture somewhere. I know I do.
You guys
The
look
flash
37 years old.
Wow.
This is quite a while ago. It's
Wow.
years and years. And
Yeah, I'm getting that picture printed and I bring it. That's my baby girl,
Oh my gosh. Shonie, what's her name?
Leilani Elise.
Leilani.
Yes.
We have a Layla.
we have a Layla.
We have a Layla.
Oh, beautiful.
But she's not that little.
She's not that Layla.
She's quite tall.
Right.
You know,
And much older.
and I'm going to show some pictures. You could talk about it if you want. You know, here we go. Who's this guy?
Who's that?
Who is that guy? He looks vaguely familiar.
What was
Yeah.
it like to meet him?
He is hilarious.
Wow.
I mean, and let me tell you the funniest thing was I was messing with him
Uh-huh.
the first time we met. It wasn't that time. That was like the second or third time we met up. My first time I met him, I was when the UFC debuted in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was backstage because I'm notorious for doing stuff that I ain't got no business doing. So I walked around because I figure I'm Mr. International. I don't need no ticket. I don't need no credential. Damn it, move out the way. So I walked past the ushers to get backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And so you always see that long tunnel, and you see the athletes walk through too.
Yep.
Yeah, yes.
So I'm walking down the tunnel. I'm like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. I wonder where these rooms are. So I'm opening doors, trying to see what I see. Yeah, I'm that kid. I'm checking your medicine cabinet. So literally, I'm back there, and then I my vision bad, but I can see through bullshit. But I can see my vision bad. So I'm like, and somebody says, "There you go, Mike." I'm like, who the fuck they talking to? Because they were like 100 feet away, and I'm looking behind me, like, who the hell are they talking about? So I said, well, let me see who this is, because my vision bad. So I'm walking. I said, oh shit, that's Mike. All right, cool. So he's like, I heard you the man. I said, well, I said, well, I'll give you some room. You good?
Okay, so we got a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
One is from Dwayne.
What does your diet consist of?
Oh my gosh.
Laura? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait. Now, fight training, I am an absolute monk.
Mm.
I tell people, say, you are not going to play that rough. So, fight training, no pauses, breaks. 5 protein shakes a day, working out. But my protein is broken down through the body composition evaluation. And literally, if it's lean and green, darker the bean, that's way more protein. And essentially, now that I have Laura, she got me off of sandwiches. I used to eat a lot of turkey, cheese, tomato, lettuce, and wheat bread. Sandwiches. I was drinking 5 protein shakes a day, eating 3 sandwiches. My treat was Frosted Flakes in the morning. That was literally how it was. Now, outside of that, I will not lie because she's right off camera, right over there, giggling.
Hi, Laura.
People, she and my son who lives with me now, people wonder, why am I not obese?
Really?
Because if it ain't nailed down and you leave your oat milk cookies if you want and walk away with your glass of milk.
Wow, that's so funny.
That's funny because my brother-in-law is like that.
Yeah.
Her brother?
Yeah.
He's muscular, not an inch of fat on him. But
right.
I prepare a meal for the whole family.
Right.
When we get back home, he was gone. And we said, like, what happened? He was supposed to share that. He ate the whole thing.
Right.
Remember that?
I just got before we was having technical difficulties, I was eating cold pizza.
Oh.
Yeah, and washing it down with cranberry grape juice mixed.
Whoa.
And people when people in the gym say, well, I eat healthy, I'm like, I don't.
Wow.
Right. Because if I'm getting ready for a fight, yeah, I'll act right. But
Okay.
sometimes I do become conscientious of it.
Mhm.
So I actually, real talk, I do a speedo check when Laura and nobody's around. If I can't fit my speedos, or I got a pair of skinny jeans, like by the way, Pedro, I'm living a dad's dream. Buckle up. Okay, my son is 23
Wow.
now. He's not the oldest, but he's the oldest boy.
Mm-hmm.
I can put on his jeans. I wear his glasses and his Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
I can fit his clothes. Now his t-shirts are a little bit schmedium, but I can wear his jeans still. So
Wow.
yeah, and people like, because people didn't think I was lying. I'm like, one time I wore like 2 separate Michael Jordan gym shoes. Like I guess that's a fashion basketball player faux pas. Not that I care, but I do that. But when, like I said, when it comes to diet,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I missed a lot of eating when I was wrestling in high school and college. I missed many things. I missed 4 Thanksgivings in high school. I missed 3 or 4 in college.
And you're trying to make up for it.
Right, because I'm 52 now, and I was not planning on fighting again. So I was on my special protein and special supplements, trying to advertise, being a personal training client.
Okay.
I get a phone call from this guy in Copenhagen, Denmark, wants me to do an exhibition boxing match in a cage in March. And I
This
said,
month.
sure, man, you ain't got nothing to say, nothing slick to me. I'm Johnson and Johnson brothers, not Diddy's brothers, Johnson and Johnson. So I'm slicking it. Or yeah, I can't. He's gonna be forever a victim of my rants. So I stepped on the scale, thinking, okay, I haven't stepped on the scale in years.
Oh.
I'm 224 pounds. There's gonna be a lot more of me than what y'all usually see, and so I'm 11% body fat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh no. I took my first little certification course ever in my life. And they do that damn skin pinch stuff.
Yeah.
That plastic
Yeah.
thing.
And they were
Yeah.
like, quit flexing. I'm like, I'm not flexing. I'm just standing here.
This is just my skin.
Right. And he was like, you're not flexing. I'm like, boss man, I'm in a kilt. Because I do wears. I go in the gym with a kilt.
Now I was going to bring that up.
Right. Yeah. I'm that dude.
He was wearing a kilt when I met him.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I still have that kilt too.
Yeah. I said, who's that guy? Dr. Bob said, oh, that's Johnny Got It. I said, wait a minute, I know who he is.
So Eddie Boone is on. He said, tell Shonie to talk about wanting to be in a movie. Tell him I said it.
Yes. Eddie Boone. We love Eddie Boone.
Uh-huh.
And this whole movie thing. I need to be in a movie with Eddie Boone. I don't know if we could be like Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, really?
Do it.
Or Starkly or Too Much. I don't know who's gonna play who. But
Dwayne, are you listening to this, Dwayne?
Write it. Write the
Dwayne,
screenplay.
Let's write it.
I walk around in combat boots and a kilt and a top hat in the hood. Yeah.
That is funny.
Literally, even when Laura, because Laura, y'all didn't know Laura and I, we knew each other for almost 30. It is 30 years now. What's today's date? The 9th? Oh, in 3 days we'll know each other for 30 years. We've been together 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a hostess in a club. Well, me being me, was hilarious. I would be any type of club. I'd be like the little downtown clubs with my little black kilt on, my biker jacket, and a top hat with a diamond belt buckle. And I made it work.
Uh-huh.
And she told me how she was. People and she and the other women always want to know what's my story. Well, we have a mutual friend named Ruben, and he said he was a training partner of mine. So I got to give. Hey, babe, what is Ruben's last name? Ruben Leslie. He gets a shout out.
Hey, Ruben.
So I guess he was that guy who was keeping her distracted from me or me distracted from her. Well, literally, I'd be the guy with one drink in my hand, cranberry vodka. I ain't lying, right, Laura? One drink. I have a one drink maximum because I just don't know how I'm gonna behave after one drink. And I never want to be a security issue. I don't know those boyfriends or husbands. I'm just trying to dance to get my cardio in. So when y'all see when we go to the wine and cheese, I'm trying to dance to everybody. That's part of, I try to fulfill a whole year's cardio in one night.
One night.
I don't have them up, but I have some pictures of you dancing with my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, no, he's got to finish the story with him and Laura. I want to know how this went down. Go ahead. So you have one drink in your hand.
Yeah, I'm in one hand of drink, and I'm salsa dancing in a downtown nightclub with a drink. You know that cranberry vodka drink is like an 8-ounce glass, but they give you only 4 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of vodka, 4 ounces of fruit punch or cranberry juice, and the rest is ice.
And ice.
Right, you know they be messing you up. So give me double because I would have Ruben pay for it. So he was always flashing his watches and how much money he got. I'm just trying to dance with not only I try to dance with like 9 women a night. That's literally my goal. Dance with everybody's girlfriend and wife. I get the cardio. Fellas, y'all get to relax because you ain't got to let your wife pressuring you about dancing to this song. I a 2 to 3 song required minimum for you. I'm a teammate. I'm a team player, Pedro. I'm doing this for you, man. I'm doing this for
so he can take a break.
Right. Yeah, I'm a teammate. So
Tag team.
And so when Laura never really knew, but then Ruben tried to take her to a club because he found out that he had liked her, but he didn't know how to, he didn't know how to shoot a shot. Well, literally, Ruben takes her to a Latin nightclub, so that the downtown safe nightclubs. He takes her to the hood where I will be doing underground fights. So that's when people found out that I could fight. But people sort of knew, but didn't quite really get it because I'm walking around. I'm not the guy behind the velvet rope in the VIP section. That's sort of pretentious to me. I don't care.
In with the people.
Right. Yeah, I want to hang out. I want to talk to y'all. I want to hang out. Who do you know? Let's go talk to them. So literally, that's how it was. And when she came and saw me fight, then they were like, oh, but even then, people at the club, remember, UFC was in the dark ages. So nobody knew I was a world-class athlete fighting underground fights against average people. Because when there were real cable men, I was a cable man. But I was actually fighting in the UFC, doing underground fights, working in the strip club, working in the nightclub. Yeah, I was doing too much because I was coming off the Olympic trials in '96.
As the kids would say, "You doing too much."
Yeah, I'm trying to collect money every damn way possible.
So I want to know what you said to Laura to shoot your shot.
Oh, so I'm glad. Come here, Laura. You ain't got to be on camera. So this would. Yeah. So she came up on my streams and social media, Facebook world.
Okay.
And you know how you women are guilty of taking that side view shot with your heel kicked out. You know, the booty pops out. And so, y'all all do that. And literally, I said, how did I put it? Is that booty real? I said, is that booty real or is that Photoshop? Because I'm sick of all these Photoshop females. Because I knew her, she knew me, and literally, I'm like, you say, I need for further investigation or something like that. So, one of them Shonie, one of them Mr. International lines, like we have to research further for proper investigation.
So you,
Oh God.
so you the FBI.
I
Female
was
lie
doing it just
detector.
for the sake of investigation, anatomical appropriation, and a proper situation.
Yeah,
I'm a
FBI.
trainer, so
FBI stands for female body inspector.
right, FBI. I'm a senior most agent. I'm the FBI director
Oh, I
in
see.
the world, and literally, we actually. I don't know if I called her or she called me. Yeah, it was like it was in June, 3 years
Mhm.
ago, and one day she finally came up and said, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing, just chilling." You know,
Okay, man. Very nice.
Just
and so
chilling.
she said, "Well, we've been talking on the phone like two little high school crush couples," and
Mhm.
she came up with a brilliant idea. And far be it from me to refute any brilliance, because I've been punched in the head a lot. So she's like, "Well, why don't we meet up or come over?" So I'm like, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea. That's a great
Mhm.
idea." So, and this is all over the phone. So, mind you, she's talking on the phone. I'm thinking, ain't no way in the hell. Because she told me where she had lived. I'm like, Northbrook? I've been to China. I ain't never been to Northbrook. I've been to Russia. I ain't been to Northbrook. How far in the hell? What country is Northbrook in? I don't know what state it was in. I literally didn't. I mean, I could have been to Trinidad and Tobago and tell you about the corner store. But
Mhm.
I didn't know. So she says,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm like 45, 50 minutes away." I'm like, "Oh, you that close? Well, boogity boogity, come on over." Now, mind you, after a tumultuous relationship termination, and
Mhm.
I'm living that bachelor life, my apartment looks like a stereotypical bachelor pad.
Mhm.
So I said, "Oh, this will be not accepting of what a young lady would want to see walking into my place." So literally, I started, I'm not exaggerating, I started Windex and squeegeeing the windows on my, I actually went, she was on the phone. I
Uh-huh.
was to the Dollar General buying like toilet bowl cleaner, Lysol, buying the good soap the hand soap. I actually found some clean towels at the store with those bath towels when you damn near got to fold them and they sit right just right. So I unfunked it. I made the bed up because
You made the
single men
bed.
don't make beds.
You're right.
Not heterosexual men. No, we don't make the bed. What for? I'm gonna
I
mess it up anyway. I'm not in the Marines no more. So
Mhm.
I actually washed the dishes. I didn't rinse them off. I actually used Dawn.
Dawn.
I actually like vacuumed I threw out a couch, threw out a rug, and she'll tell you I went and bought a rug while I'm on the phone on a bicycle, carrying a rolled up area rug on my mountain bike. I can't
That's
make this up.
funny.
He said an area rug on his shoulder.
I,
On
I
the
was
back.
carrying I had to replace my mattress, my box spring. I threw out the box spring in an old dirty couch, and I mean this was like home makeover.
Uh-huh.
Fast forward. Let me tell you how rowdy I am. This is how ingeniously rowdy I am. I didn't have time to go grocery shop because because she's in the Uber, Lyft, whatever she was in.
Mhm.
I'm counting ticks on the clock. I'm like, give me a landmarker. Where you at? Literally, literally. When I realized she was like 10, 15 minutes out, I started filling up water bottles, like water containers,
Uh-huh.
jars, mason jars, and was putting them in the refrigerator to give the perception I had a full refrigerator.
Mhm.
I bought 2 dozen eggs. I bought like cereal on top. I mean, it was like the Dollar Tree, Dollar General stuff you could buy real quick. And
All at one stop.
like them cans of beans that you ain't opened up in years. I faced everything forward.
Oh my gosh. Not the labels.
Yeah, I turned the labels forward. I was like, I put the forks and the knives and the spoons in the separator thingy. I mean, it was like, wow. Well, even when I think about how much I did in that 50 minutes, I finished folding the comforter as the Uber or whatever she rode in, pulled up to the front courtyard. I was like,
it's almost like he knew
yeah,
that it was going to be something.
Yeah.
right. And it was crazy because we already like known each other, and it was like we was hitting it off like we was at the World Series. But
Wow.
she was, because I don't play baseball at all. So she's a Sox fan, and I tease the whole sport of baseball all the time. Like, I'm horrible, but I'm 52 and I'm entering my cantankerous stage of life.
Cantankerous.
You know, like when we did another independent film, and I portrayed a guy named Clarence Carter. Humanity Without a Home.
Clarence Carter, the musician.
Oh, y'all, it's on Tubi TV.
Tubi TV.
Tubi.
Right.
Okay.
And literally, I'm actually kind of bipolar, under control, sort of ish.
Ish. Okay.
So my son, he's 23 now, and so Laura, and they don't know because there's always those layers of you that he may not know. She has layers that you might not actually know. Y'all been together forever, but there's another character in your brain in the back door downstairs in the basement. Well, mine is deep in the cellar beneath the basement, and I keep him locked up for a reason. So I keep Earth safe. So I let him out on probation with the direction of this stipulations: do not hurt anybody, say what you got to say, and take your ass back downstairs. So, I'm afraid to let him out now because I don't want the internet world to go, who the hell is that?
Do I say cantankerous is a Caribbean word?
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. So my son and Laura go with me. Y'all gonna be on a movie. Y'all gonna be in a movie with me today. Because I pop up with stuff all the time. Randomly. Just things happen. Which I'm believing something else that happened serious just 2 days ago. So literally I turned it on. Okay, now listen. I'm about to give you a little bit of him, but I gotta go and let him out the basement and tell him to stay on good behavior. Please excuse me. Time out. Listen, I'm gonna let you out, but you gotta go right back in and be nice to these people. Give him a little bit of you. Okay, I'm back. He agreed.
Who is this guy here?
Oh, that's his brother Clyde. Clyde and Claude. All right, Clarence and Clyde. So, okay, here we go.
There's the Speedos.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all go ahead and start talking to my guy, Shonie. Whoa! What y'all talking about? Yeah. All right. I got to get him out because he kind of get back downstairs. Stay on the Lord. Go lock the damn door. So okay.
And Loris is playing along with this whole thing. She's like, all right, let's just lock the door.
Right. Lock the door. So when he came out on set, even the director and the main cameraman, they were like,
not the head turn.
yeah, they both looked at each other. And after we finished filming, he was like, who? I said, let it go. Let it go, Armand. Let it go, Jarrell. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
Now tell us about, we started teasing at the beginning before we brought you in. We were talking, I think it was Atlantic City. We were talking about you had to fight a bear.
Oh, God. Okay. Let me explain. So, first of all, God rest his soul, Brian Gasaway. He was my main dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I won't go into what happened with him, but he was an amazing athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He was a guy who he only had like 3 title belts, one of which was a world title.
Uh-huh.
Literally, he was like the anti-Shonie. He was the quiet. You would not know if he walked into a room and hung out all damn day. But he was a great guy. And so, literally, he gets a phone call. He's a fighter about doing a fight over in St. Petersburg, Russia. He calls me, Shonie, I got a fight. I'm like, shoot, let's go, let's do it. Because I'm not the type to say, no, I can't do it. So I don't take life by the horns. I take the whole damn bull. So I put a bull on a leash. I don't care. I take it for a walk. So literally, he said, yeah, man, we're going to do this. And we trained. So we went and trained. But he wasn't into it. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with you, man? Come on. Let's go. There is no tomorrow, Rock. There is no tomorrow. We have right now only. Carl Weathers with Rocky Balboa. So I was that guy for him. And he just was not feeling it. I'm like, there is no damn tomorrow. What you doing? What you gonna do? So the whole time we stayed was half-ass training, but times before we would train, like you would think we were absolutely psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, we would spar like 44, 50, 45, 50 rounds. 3-minute rounds, but 45 rounds is nuts. It was kickboxing, boxing, and grappling. Back and forth. One time he even knocked me out, and I still had to ride home with him in his car. His wife made me dinner after he knocked me out.
Wow.
That's how close we were. So he wasn't into it. But I'm like, man, fuck this. You gonna get in shape with me, and you're gonna be fighting every damn day. I don't give a shit. Knock me out 9 times, I'm gonna wake up 10 times. We're gonna do it. So come time to actually get on the plane, because when he called about the Russia trip, I left the house. Damn man, I was in shorts and a tank top running to the Russian consulate downtown Chicago. I was not playing. I always wanted to go to Russia. Well, I got some other places I still want to go, but that's another story. So I get my visa and my shit in a day. Now, people to this day say, how did you pull out? You can't get no Russian visa in a day. I'm like, and people didn't get it. I'm like, and even my family and Brian, everybody's like, what are you saying? I'm motherfucking Shonie Carter. They call me Mr. International, the original party starter. You try hard, I try harder. You rock out. I am the rock that rocks the club. So literally, I walk up in the Russian consulate and I do that smooth, like, good evening, young lady. The most important, I need this visa. And I gave it that real serious, like, I'm that double agent. You don't know who I work for. Seriousness.
Mm-hmm.
She went and got the boss man, and we talked, whatever the hell we talked about. I got my stamp that day, that morning.
Wow.
Well, I tell people, I says, I don't care who you vote for or whatever you think of. Anything is possible with proper, procedures.
Mm-hmm.
So, literally, needless to say, we go through a half-ass training with Brian. The day of the flight, he decides he's not going. I'm already at O'Hare.
Wow.
I'm there. I'm at the gate, and usually I'm the last one that you waiting on because I'm always late. That day, I was not on time. I was early. I'm early. I'm sitting there ready to hand out the drinks and the peanuts on the flight. I'm ready to do it. So literally, time to board the plane. I don't see Brian getting at the gate. What the fuck? I call Brian. Man, bro, I ain't going. Bruh, the plane's about to take off. He's like, what? Bruh, I'm getting on this plane. I'll call you when I get to Russia. I get on the plane. I fly to Russia. The first few days, I said, and I lied. I flat out lied because I was trying to get a free vacation. So they're like, Mr. Carter, where's Brian Gessler? Where's Mr. Gessler? Oh, he missed the first flight. He'll be right on the next one. He told me to tell y'all that he'll be right there. So in my heart and soul, I knew he wasn't.
Mm.
I found it was an 8-man tournament. As they were talking, he's supposed to do very important fight. He's in the 8-man tournament. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, he'll be here. Don't worry. His weight is good. Yeah, he'll be here. Just put me up. Let's go. You know, I can go walk around. I'm on some bullshit. I am lying to the Russians with my best effort. I'm talking about like Olympic gold medalist, greater than Michael Phelps' lying ability. I'm on an international scale lying to the Russian mafia.
Whoa.
Or Fedor Emelianenko's manager, Vadim Finkelstein. I can't make this up. I might have his card still to this day. So yeah, they came to the Alan Goldberg show one year.
Yes.
That was when I don't know if that was y'all. I was telling people about the bear story.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Then Vadim walked up and said, yeah, he's showing that you want to wrestle bear again. I said, hell, get away from me. So literally, it got to the point they knew Brian wasn't coming. They took me out of the hotel. They put me on a boat. It looked like a Spanish galleon, like one of them pirate ships. And I'm on the river, the nearby river. Let me explain. You're going to love this. The bear is a part of it, but what happened before that bear wrestling match was epic. So I'm in Russia. I'm in a kilt with a top hat. I'm walking around Russia like I'm the landlord trying to collect rent. I'm walking around, and Lord may not even heard this part. So I'm walking around on the boat, and this was a big. I did not know them damn pirate ships was that damn big. So I'm walking. There's a hair salon. There was a massage parlor. I was, what the fuck? How big is this boat? And so I walked the plank to get off and get on this boat. So they said, let me show you your quarters. So we walked towards the back of the boat, the bow of the boat. So he opens the door. You've been on a boat like this before? Hell no, man. A lot of people been on boats, but not this nice.
Not like that, yeah.
Not like this. So we walk into this dark ass room. I'm like, all right, now turn the damn lights on. This ain't funny. Because I'm cracking jokes, and they Russian. They don't get the comedy. It's okay, Mr. Carter. Don't worry. So we walk a little bit. All of a sudden the lights come on. Click, click. I'm like, I'll be damned. This boat had a big ass window, like a giant ass window facing in the back of the boat. This has got to be the biggest fucking bed I've ever seen in my entire life. Even as of right now, talking to Laura, talking to y'all, with Laura listening. I'm like, well, if nothing else happens, I get to say I slept on a boat in Russia and made love to this bed. So they're like, let us show you the rest of this is your quarters. They had this big ass buffet, like extravagant King Edward ass table. I'm like, it's only me in the room. This big, I don't need all this. It was like this giant, fancy medieval buffet table. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, you really like me. I walk out. They cut the lights off. I walk out the room. He says, come with me. Another part of the boat, there was an empty club, a night, like you can tell it's a nightclub. I'm like, holy shit. I said, what is this? Is a nightclub too? He says, no. This is a special party room. Okay. All right. So I didn't think much of it. They take me off the boat. I'm walking, I'm looking. I'm like, hey man, what's over there? Because I'm pointing to across the river. And he says, Shonie, my friend, that is Russian prison. I said, well, I'm never crossing that fucking bridge. I'm staying over here on my best behavior because I do fit the description of the black guy in town. I said, if something comes up missing, I didn't do it. I'm right here. So we laughed about it, and they were starting to giggle a little bit. So then they said, okay, we leave you and come back later. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm in Russia. I switched out my kilt and I put on my black leather pants. I still got them to this day. Can't fit them, but I still got them. So I kept my pirate shirt on. I go walking in Russia. Don't know where I'm at, just walking in a straight line. No turns allowed.
Right.
So I'm walking and I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a little bit too far from that damn boat. I come up missing with a bunch of dead Russians in the street from the fist fight. Let me go back. So I thought I was going back the right way. No. Somewhere I made a turn. I don't know how I did it. I just thought I know north, south, east, west. Literally, I've seen this big ass structure. It's the Hermitage Museum. Buckle up. So it's closed. Nobody's around. I need to find out something. I can't go into that previous story, but what I found out, there were things biblically and World War II history that they've been lying to us about. I have that. I'm privy to that information, so I need to find out if this is real or not. So I go into, you shake those heavy wooden museum doors. It's closed. Well, I'm about to commit a breaking and entering in a foreign country. So I keep pulling on doors. One of the doors came open. Fucking awesome. I'm going in, coach. Oh, before you get into the museum, the courtyard with an obelisk, that's the Russian Army Academy across the yard. The parade deck, if you get what I'm saying. So I go in the building, I'm walking around, and I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, this is a big-ass museum, even by standards of America. I'm walking around, walking up these stairs. I hate stairs, so it's cardio. But I go up to the third floor. Hate cardio. There it is. First, I see the French carriage that was stolen from France in World War II. I was an art major in college, by the way. That's a very important part to where the story goes. I promise. It has a climax. So I'll go past and say, where is it? I walk about 60 feet. The very nose of the Egyptian Sphinx is on the third floor in the east wing of the Hermitage Museum. And throughout time in history, they told us that it eroded away. The Nazis defaced the Sphinx in efforts to destroy all the world history of art throughout the world. They stole it and brought it back to Russia. Now, the British Museum has some stuff too. But there it was. My fault, my young self was so excited, I pulled out my phone and took a picture of it. The mistake I made was that I tried to get it printed in Russia. They erased my SD card. And literally speeding forward to the bear wrestling match because I was pissed. I get back to it. I didn't say nothing. I can't say nothing because I remember I can't call you, Pedro, to come get me, the Russian instructor. Because I don't know if we had met yet, but we had a whole bunch of people from the Action Martial Arts Hall of Fame to skydive in. But so they tell me, Shonie Carter, Brian Gassoy says he's not fighting. What you talking about, Willis? I'm playing it off.
Right. Like you didn't know.
Fight. Yeah, I knew the whole damn time. I'm tripping. You must fight. What you mean? I need. All right, man. You ain't saying shit slick to Mr. Jackson, and I'm full of action. So they bring me this guy that wants to. He comes up. He's like, "I'm going to be your training partner." I'm like, "All right, whatever, pimpin'. Let's go do it." So he said, we want to evaluate you. Evaluate me? You see me in the fucking UFC?
Uh-huh.
What else need to evaluate? So they take me to this place. It's Team Red Devils workout spot. Team Red Devil is the team for Fedor Emelianenko and Alexander Emelianenko,
Mm-hmm.
the last emperor. So I'm like, all right, let's run it. Let's see what y'all got. My Greco-Roman versus what y'all do, Sambo, we're going to find out. So we get to tussling and wrestling. I'm ragdolling this guy.
Hmm.
I'm throwing him all around and just Charlie hustling him to death on the ground. Come to find out, this guy's a former or current Sambo champion.
Wow.
I didn't get the memo.
Mm-hmm.
What is? So we worked out about an hour. The next day, I'm trying to even get to the fights without doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they have me the first fight of the night. I'm like, oh, I did some bullshit. So I fight the guy. I beat the snot out this Russian dude. It was so bad, I wanted to stop the fight. It was like it became unethical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was doing shit like stomping him on the toe. You know, just stuff that I didn't need to do. So I threw him like 8, 9 times. Not those sissy ass double. I mean like, boom, get up, fucker. Boom, punch him. I mean, it was bad. The last part of the fight, I'm on top of him, and he's belly down. He's covering like this, and I'm doing the typical MMA wing punching.
Mm-hmm.
The ref stops me from punches. Is 1 point. I'm like, for what? You punch him in the back of the head. Fuck you mean he keeps turning his, and I forgot I'm not in Chicago or Vegas. I'm cussing at the ref. Oh, it's some bullshit, yo. Some bullshit. So we stand back up. Let me give him an old school West Side clinic on how to box.
Hmm.
He's going to throw the overhand right. I'm a southpaw. I step to my right. I throw a lead right hook. But I know I broke his ribs. Some MMA gloves back in the day were horrible. He crumbles. I take him down. The fight ends. I'm thinking I won. I broke his ribs so bad the ref couldn't even raise his hand. Now you got the inner motherfucker, Clarence Carter, the first young version of him coming out. I'm cussing and fussing in the cage. Totally forgot. But then in that magic moment, I realized I'm in Russia. Shut up. Yeah. So I walk backstage through the crowd. Some people booing me. Some people like applaud me. I'm backstage. Here comes the bear. I'm backstage. I'm standing there, and I'm like, "What the fuck? What the every type of word motherfucker came out as a pronoun, a pronoun, a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, a dangling participle. I mean, you figure it. Past participle, future participle. I was using the word motherfucker like it was like my motherfucking job. So they was like, Mr. Carthage, calm down, calm down, calm down. There's some bullshit. We're going to pay you like you won. Well, if I'm getting paid like I won, why didn't you raise my hand? That was some bullshit. We want him to win. Who? Andrei Semenev. He was the first Russian to come into UFC as the Russian experiment to be showcased. They did not expect me to do what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pissed. This old man walking looked like Gorsky or something with this Russian brown bear. It wasn't a full bear. It was like a grown bear. It was like a teenager. Ain't no punk bitch. It's a damn bear. I'm like, what's with your puppy? And I'm cracking jokes. And he's like, you want to wrestle bear? I ain't scared of bear. I'm an American bald eagle dipped in chocolate. I'm a U.S. Marine. Don't ever call me scared again. Because, I'm already emotionally inflammatory. Right. You really want to wrestle bear? Take that damn leash off and we're going to fuck around and find out in this bitch. I'm mad. He says, don't pull hair and don't punch bear. Who the fuck pulls a hair on a bear? I'm not going to punch the bear. We got the fight. He said something to that Russian. The bear looked up at him, looked at me. I'm like, oh, it's like that. He took that leash off that damn bear and said something. That damn bear stood up. Now I'm 5'8". That bear looked me in the, he was a little bit tall. I'm like, is this what we doing? Is this what we doing? Now, mind you, I'm in Speedos, sweating. I just did an MMA fight. I'm backstage around boxes and them cars that's back, the production stuff.
Uh-huh.
We get I figure, fuck it, let's find out. I'm trying to give a bear a hug. My thing is I'm going to try to suplex a bear. We get to tussling. That bear swatted at me, knocked me down. I got back up, young and dumb, full of too much cum. I'm like, I didn't realize I got hit. I'm tussling. We knocking over boxes. He threw me into a van or something. Door. It was bad. This was like, I was damn young and dumb to realize I'm getting fucked up. I'm getting my ass kicked. I said, my mama didn't raise no punk. Literally, this shit could have been an hour. It could have been 3 minutes. It could have been a minute. I don't know. Because when you wrestle with a damn wild animal, you ain't got a shot clock. I'm still like trying to throw this bear. I wanted my leg back. And then he said something. The bear just stopped. That's all you got? Fuck you. That's all you got. I got a damn scar on my shoulder from the bear who was declawed and muzzled. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'll be back. I'm going to take a shower. Round 2, bitch. And so I was silly. So
That's
in the locker room, I have to double shower because the human sweat is one shower. You got that Russian brown bear juice on you.
Yo.
And that drool and that of a bear on you. You cannot shower enough. There's not enough soap in the damn country to get that stank off you that night. That's a 7-day wear it off procedure.
We had
a bear.
We just had a bear come visit us. I wonder if it was Shonie's friend.
Well,
from
I'm
Russia.
120 pounds now. I was 170, and if he show up, we gonna have a problem.
Oh my gosh.
The crazier part of this story, you think it's nuts. That was nuts. They took me out drinking Russian vodka shots.
Oh.
They tried to take me to a casino to gamble. Okay. Why did the casino have women that were topless?
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, Russian mafia type shit. That triple X.
Wow.
So, I was like, no, I'm not gambling. I drink. I don't do that. Let's go to somewhere else. So, after much deliberation and conversation, they take me somewhere else. We load up in this very exotic looking BMW that I've not seen in New York, Chicago, LA, Florida, Canada, nowhere. The doors open, suicide. I'm like, BMW, you gotta, really? What else? I get in the car. We are driving. Now it's nighttime. They're like, Shonie, watch this. Watch what? I see the Russian police. They get into it with some guy. Situation. They sat and showed me. Before I knew it, cop up the pistol and shot the man dead. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? What just happened?
Wow.
He's like, he owes us money. Oh shit! What? They whisked him off. The cops stayed there. Whatever happened, happened. We drive. You think that's something? That ain't the main part. They drive me off into the woods. Now I'm about to die. That's what I'm thinking. I've seen too much, did too much. I'm way out there. I'm drunk on Russian vodka.
Yeah.
We drive him to a cemetery. Now I know I'm dead. I know I'm dead. The little fat lady with the apron and the long dress with the little bonnet. You know how you like to do that.
Yeah.
Bonnet. She pushes the gate open. I'm like, oh, hell no. This one guy looks at me and says, you know what a Chechen is? A Chechen? What you mean a Chechen? Time out. A Chechen? Chechnya? Chechen. Oh, shit. Yeah. Art school. Glad I went to college. Kind of violent. They. Oh, shit. He pulls out a combat action 45 with a hammerless flash suppressor recoil. It could have been a 10 millimeter. He hands it to me. Keep this. What the fuck am I about to get into? I'm in a cemetery at night, weaving through a cemetery. We pull up to this big ass mausoleum. I'm like, I'm gonna die. This is how it ends. We jump out the car. Well, they jumped out. I stepped out because I'm on 10,000 level right now. Come, we go. He gave me a gun. I'm not a fucking cowboy. I'm not about to do a pistol draw. He bangs on the damn mausoleum door. It's like a fucking castle. The door opens up. All you hear boots and pants. I'm like,
Love.
Hell no. They got a grave in Russia and a graveyard.
Cemetery.
This some bullshit. They said, go. So the lady inside grabs me by my shirt and yanks me in. Sticks her tongue down my throat. Snatches the coat off, and she was smooth with it. I'm talking pickpocketing me. Like she could have took the belt off my pants. I wouldn't know.
And you wouldn't have known.
Wouldn't have known. She snatched that coat off me. I knew I do the woman thing when I'm overseas. I take my passport and I wear the rash guard and I put it on my chest, on my boobie. So my pocket you can rob. You ain't getting my passport. Fuck that. I get a new ID card, driver's license. Passport, not so much.
Yeah.
I'm in the boots and pants party. They walk around with lines of Coke.
Oh.
People drinking vodka like they're drinking water. Like, you want some blow? I'm straight. I'm good. I just gotta go pee. There's no bathroom. Of course ain't no bathroom. Of course. Who the fuck goes to the bathroom in the graveyard? Oh Lord, this is gonna be bad. So I don't know whatever happened. I'm walking through the club. I lost them. I lost the Russians. With those Russians. I'm around Russians. I end up seeing a damn pool table in a mausoleum in Russia. 3 or 4 in the morning. I can't make this up. Ask me 2 years from now, I'll tell you the same damn story. Literally, I said, why ain't no pockets on it? It's snooker. What is snooker? And I'm looking at this guy like, I don't know. I don't know him because I ain't been to Russia before. He's like, we play snooker. Okay, I'm trying to make good relations. I don't have to use this gun on nobody. Literally, we're playing snooker. The red and white balls. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just shooting the ball. He's trying to explain it. His English is horrible. My Russian is worse. Playing snooker. He's sniffing Coke. I'm drinking vodka. I'm like 3 or 4 drinks more in. So I don't know what the hell going on. Literally, tits and ass everywhere. On the those platforms with the pole. You see him with the girls swinging on the pole on the swings and all this stuff. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm holding a stick. And he's like, my friend, Shonie Carter. How the fuck you know me? Person I seen. Word got around in the club that Shonie Carter's in the club. Well, in the mausoleum. This guy slapped something ID badge something down on the ground on the table. I'm like, fuck is that? Because I'm drunk. I can't tell what's happening. And I got ecstasy on my tongue. 8-9 vodka shots. Younger now, I wouldn't never do that shit now.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
This is insane.
Mm-mm.
I said, can I pick it up? I'm even getting drunk even thinking about it. This boy pick it up, and I look at it. This mother, I've been playing snooker with a Russian Spetsnaz agent.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to watch out for Chechens. Who the fuck are the Chechens?
There's that word again.
I was like, look, man, I got gangster disciples and vice lords back in Chicago. We ain't getting into one damn Chechen ever. So literally, we play snooker. He's doing his thing. I'm shooting snooker, looking at all this craziness going on. I don't even remember leaving the mausoleum. I get back to the boat that's afloat.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like 5, 6, and 7 in the morning. It's light outside. These motherfuckers are still at it. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. I'm past my tolerable party limit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, my friend, you stay awake. Oh, this is some bullshit. I'm surrounded by partying Russians. And I'm drunk. I have to pee. Please, can I go pee? I've been holding this piss for about 4 or 5 hours. Then you can get a damn UTI, I heard. I'm dying. I got a penile infection from not peeing long enough, or your pants get wet. One of the two. So I go into the club area. It's a damn strip club.
No.
I'm tired. I got my money in my pocket, my passport on my left boobie, and I got my money inside the passport. I'm like, this is not happening. Go in the club, they do the dancing on me stuff, but I worked in a strip club for 7 years, so I'm desensitized to being around naked women. It's crazy. That's another story for a future episode. So, I'm like, guys, I just want to get something to eat and go to sleep. The sun is at work. I'm trying to get some sleep. Hold up.
Salud.
Thank you. So, needless to say, I didn't stay in the strip club. I went laid in the damn overly ridiculous ass bed. This bed had to be a two California kings on steroids. You'd have a bed you could roll over 5, 6, 7 times and still not be
on the floor.
Yeah, it was crazy. Next day, they put me on a plane and sent me home.
Oh.
Yeah, like
You're here, so you made it. You made it back.
At least you made it back.
I made it home. And when I've told people that story, as long as it is, they go, that shit's real? I'm like, would I waste 20, 30 minutes of your time talking about a story that I made up? So we're at the Alan Goldberg event. Cynthia Rothrock, Dan Severn.
Mm-hmm.
I think Master Parham was there. So I don't know if that was you two there. It was somebody that I'm familiar with. Seafood Cliff as well.
Yeah.
The usual suspects.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like telling the story, and somebody said, yeah, right. Vadim Finkelstein walked up. Oh, Shonie Carter. You enjoyed Russia. Yeah. I ain't going back over there playing with y'all. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you wouldn't have believed it if he hadn't walked
Right.
up.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because now they're talking about the the Eastern European Championships are going to either be in Germany or in Russia this coming year.
In 25?
25. The World Championships will be in Wisconsin in 2026.
Well, listen, I don't think you could top a bear story.
No, they won't
So-
let me wrestle a bear in Wisconsin. I might
So,
milk a cow.
on on that note, we are going to thank our guests for coming on and sharing those
Stories.
those colorful stories. And when Shonie fights a cow, we will have him back on Tweed Talks.
Yeah. Well, I'll be in Denmark next year. Then I'll see y'all.
Next time we'll talk about your painting.
Laura, we have to go. We want to say goodbye.
If she's in the room, she half asleep.
Oh, she is.
We'll talk about the paintings in my boxing match in Copenhagen, Denmark in March.
That
I'll
sounds
take
good.
after the Goldberg event.
Okay.
Good. Thank
That's
you
good.
so much for joining us, Shonie. We
Thank you,
really
Shonie.
appreciate you coming on and taking the time to talk to us.
It
All
was
right.
a pleasure anytime. Every time, anytime.
Okay.
Awesome. Have a
We'll
good
take you up
night.
in that.
All right, take care.
You too.
So that immediately made me think about our bear visitor.
Yeah. I know you were thinking about that.
The bear was huge.
Yeah. Yeah. One day I'm gonna upload the video.
I knew that was going to be entertaining, but not that entertaining. Because we sort of caught the bear story on the tail end of the event. We were leaving on Sunday, so that was crazy.
Yeah, there was more to it. All right, so people, we have some interesting guests coming up. I'm glad that my wife was able to join us. This is short
Callie C. Strand. What is the name of the title? Reminds me to forget. That is the name of the album.
Yeah, and the album is coming up.
January 1st. It will drop on all music streaming services.
Including vinyl. Yes, including vinyl. So if you have your...
If you got some turntables.
So yeah, we're going to have Callie on before the album. I will give you some information how you could get it.
The album.
Before January, before it drops.
That is very soon.
Yeah, I know. Sugar berries. Okay. Okay, people. We'll see you. Love, peace, and harmony. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.